Chef Buff Army, what is cracking today? We're covering some very important shit in today's video. I'm going to explain a very easy technique you could do immediately, wave loading. I've kind of talked about this before, how to immediately increase either size or strength just by changing your reps. It sounds too simple to be true, but I see a lot of people that will use Wendler's 5-3-1. It's a great program, but they don't even understand why it works. Today in this video, I'm going to explain why Wendler's 5-3-1 works and why 5-3-1 is a great rep wave loading technique in order to increase your strength. Let's get started. Point number one I want to make, we gotta once again visit the performance spectrum. This means how well can you do at the gym on any given day. On one end we got fatigue. You're too fatigued. You're very tired. You might have utilized all your muscles the previous day, so you're very fatigued, you're tired, you might be stressed out. You're just not feeling it. As a result of that, your performance sucks. You can't really lift a lot of weight. This usually, you get more fatigued at the end of the workout, so it makes sense why your performance is worse at the end of the workout. Cool. On the other side, we got potentiation. Being really excited, being primed, being ready. Your nervous system is active. When you want to fire all your muscles, you will. This is where you get the highest performance. Olympic lifters are able to potentiate their body because they focus on acceleration, they focus on a lot of different techniques. What I want to say today though is on any single set that we ever do, we only recruit a certain percentage of our muscle fibers. And muscle fibers are responsible for the amount of muscle that we build and the amount of work and loads and lifts that we can do. So it makes sense that if we're more potentiated, if we're more primed, we can activate more total muscle fibers, a larger percent. Our performance will not only be better, but we'll build more muscle as a result of that performance and increase our strength. Now we understand that. So how does doing something as simple as 5 reps, then 3 reps, then 1 rep, how does it increase your strength? Well, it has to do with something called post-activation potentiation, meaning you do your first wave right here. But what occurs first of all is activation. It's defined here as maximal voluntary contraction. That just means lifting. So after you lift, you get more potentiation from doing this. That's what it means in a nutshell, right? Potentiation. I've said this before, priming the nervous system, the ability to recruit more total muscle fibers. So what is a wave? I said wave loading, but let's give examples of wave loading. I want you to do the following. Pick one exercise, your starting exercise. What's your goal? Size or strength? Okay, if your goal is for strength, the first movement, you're gonna do 6 sets. And it's going to break down like this. You're going to do for the first set 5 reps, pause, 2-3 minutes. Then for the second set, 3 reps, pause once again. Third set, you do 1 rep. Cool. Then you repeat it. So you take once again 3 minutes, you do 5 reps, pause, then 3 reps, pause, 1 rep. You change the weights after every single set. But what occurs after doing the first wave? So I give an example right here. So this is an example of a strength wave. Wave loading done twice. Here's what's going to happen. You're going to notice in the second set, you can lift more weight. And that's because of the post-activation potentiation. So here's what you do. Let's give an example. I don't know what this is. I just put up some random numbers. I think I copied this from Waterbury. Let's say it's deadlifts. So on the first wave, you're going to do the first set. You're shooting for 5 reps. Cool, you get 300 pounds. Solid. Second set, you do 320 pounds for 3 reps. Third set, we got 340 for 1. Okay, you take a pause, but what you're gonna quickly discover once you do this is even though you just did a whole bunch of sets, your second wave usually, as long as you're primed, as long as you're feeling good, you're not stressed, you don't feel like a sack of shit, your second wave will be better. Let's take a look. Set 1, usually they estimate it depends. Wow. It really depends on the individual, so I don't want to promise things that won't occur. But between 1 to 2%, an increase in the second wave is normal. This is what I've experienced and most people experience. So let's go over this. You did all these. You did 3 sets already. We move on now. So we do wave 2, right? Set 1. Instead of doing 300 pounds, we're able to get 305 pounds for 5 reps. Instead of 320 pounds, we get 325 pounds for 3 reps. And lastly, for set 3, instead of 340 pounds for a hard single, we get 345 pounds. And I know, for some of you guys, you're not impressed at all. You're not impressed by numbers. You don't care about this. You're like, 5 pounds? What does that even mean? But Danielson, look over the long term of your training career. If you increase by 2% just by doing one technique, and you keep doing this technique, you'll get more and more results from it. So you'll go from 300 pounds a couple months from now to 340 pounds. Remember, progression or progressive overload is very important for seeing results. Getting better, that's what you have to do. This is a technique I'm against for most individuals, just doing straight sets. So you know, your normal 3x10. So if you want to increase strength or size, I'm going to tell you that for your first exercise, so pick your first exercise, what, it's leg day, your squats, cool. What's your primary goal? Strength? Do this. 6 sets in total. 5, 3, 1. You rest in between it as long as you need, then 5, 3, 1 once again. Is your goal more size oriented? Alright, let's do 7, 5, 3. So pick one, right? Do this at the start of the workout, and I want to hear from you guys that use wave loading because there's strong science behind it. It's proven to help increase your muscle and your strength. I want to hear from you guys your results from doing wave loading. This explains in a nutshell the post-activation, potentiation, why Wendler's 5-3-1, why it works, why it's great, and why this is a powerful tool. It's been around for a long period of time. You know, Wendler popularized this with his program, but this is a big fundamental that you can use in your training system and training career to get more results. That's all you need to know when it comes to wave loading and how it applies to size and strength. Simply put, stop doing that normal 3x10 by changing the reps and doing wave loading. You'll lift more weight and you'll get more results. And I will drop kick the first person that says, yo, isn't this pyramid sets? No, it's not. This is not pyramid sets at all. This is wave loading. Take no shit. That's the video, guys. Hope you learned something. Thanks for watching. Make sure, as always, if you enjoyed the video and you liked it, like the video, share with friends, and subscribe. Buff Army, I will be seeing you guys, young grasshoppers, in the next video. Peace!